Well, hello everyone, hello. Let's get started with the show. And in today's short video and video shoot up today, I will be talking about a friend of mine. His name is Constantine, and he came back after absence for a long while. Let's say maybe I don't know, maybe 3 months and a half, and he was living along with his family, and they live in another country, in another city of our country, and they lived. They've been living. They've been living for how long? Maybe I don't know. Maybe 4 years now, and in that another city. And he arrived again in order to see us. These nicest guys ever, and we are actually all the friends of him, and we all were gathered together yesterday, and we had a huge binge at some local joint, and we had a lot of beer and whiskey, and after having our like a fair amount of beer in our local joint, we moved to the other destination of our activities of yesterday, and that was local marina, and with a lot of beers, and actually the harbor of our local boat station, and I would call it marina, and correct me if I'm wrong, marina. And a friend of mine, he's not a friend of mine actually, he's an acquaintance of mine, I should say, and he has like a makeshift house right beside the shore of our nicest river, and that kind of cabin we were in, it's pretty dope one, I should say, and it has like warm floors, and all the heating system that operates by using electricity, and he actually equipped that cabin with a pretty nice equipment, and he may switch things on and off, and change things around him, and in order for be working properly at the current moment. And we and the point is actually the point is we were all gathered there, and we were drinking whiskey by glasses, I should say, and after just completing our mission of that process, we moved to our homes and using Uber. Actually, it's a recent thing in our just neighborhoods that we got used to, and everyone of us is about to get around using Uber or any kinds of taxi we have here in our town, in our city, I should say, and that's for starters. It's just a thing on the fly that I wanted to share with you guys and girls. And as for my today's activities, I dropped in a couple of local venues. And the first one was local library. There was a regular, and I'm still a regular. I'm still a regular. Excuse me for stumbling here, and I might be incoherent at some points. Please bear with it. It's the consequences of my hangover, and though I had actually 2 beers now in order to facilitate my physical condition of today, and I had actually a couple of beers, and they were good, and I'm telling you that I'm gonna definitely have the third one maybe after completing this video. And again, I want to check myself, like speaking randomly, like this kind of thing being spur of the moment thing, as I always do, more just might be called as a stream of consciousness of today. And as I dropped to the library, I participated pretty nice and good meeting, and there was a native speaker of American version of English language. Her name was, and still is, I guess, I hope so, her name is Heather. She's from Iowa, from United States of America, and she's a poet. She shared kind of poet stuff and poetry she composed, and she were laying on our ears like nicest pieces of her poetry, and we were all just relishing being here, relishing being in this small society of very very, I should say, sophisticated people. All the peeps that were gathered there were just regulars of our library, and we were just good at that. As always, we share with our English learning points, we share with what we composed during this session of today's meeting, and we also just share with our own opinions in English. All conversation was kept in English, and that was good, I should say. And after partying with that nicest woman, I made my way to local church, and we were all just practicing English again. And there were little peeps that I know: Ansel, Peyton, Miles, Lauren, and Zena, and Alex, and me myself included. That goes without saying, right? And we were just I don't know, maybe refining just in a way, and making our Englishes more deep and sophisticated and more profound. Especially me, and I was just giving my opinions like randomly on the fly, I should say, and I was pretty dope at doing that. And I wouldn't just praise myself about being smart or whatever. I'm a pretty dumb person as is, and I started to use more comprehensive, more conversational version of English language, and I'm good at that. I contented with what I'm doing, even here right now in front of you now. And I'm just ranting, I'm doing ramblings, I know about that, but still I'm doing, and that's for just for the picture of what's happening here in my life, in my just channel, on my channel, I should say. And please bear with all this, like misspelling things and mispronouncing things. So I'm on 2 beers now, and please bear with all my mistakes that could occur at some points. You know what I'm saying? And that's me for it again. And what would you like to hear, guys, about my life? I don't know, maybe you are not interested at all about following my own life track, and just, I don't know, maybe a couple of videos ago, maybe not a couple of videos ago, but a huge number of videos ago, I told about how does it feel like to speak your language when it doesn't seem to you like a foreign language anymore, and you're just be more like a person that owes some language and shape it and give it a sense of how it would be sounding like. I mean, in your second language. But my English is not like a second language. It's more like my separate line of my life tracks, where I am completely immersing myself into purest and wildest version of American originated, I should say, version of English language, as I tend to do that rather than British one. And I'm kind of a guy who's always been keen on learning new things, and especially those kinds of things that go to my English learning point there. I can't even compare with everything else in my life, and I follow my life tracks pretty good, and I know where I'm heading right now, and I am definitely gonna be there. And in terms of my English, again, I'm gonna be a wildest guy ever about my speaking abilities in my adorable English, and I'll be there. And I don't know, I'm trying to improve and enhance my pronunciation skills at any given point of my life. Let's say I'm sitting here in front of you now, and I'm carrying out, I'm giving you the opportunity to judge me while being here, while I'm making these ramblings, and be my just judge, be my inspiring people, be my just viewers if you can, if you want, again. And just I don't know, maybe we might go in parallels, following our parallel tracks, and just be like good friends and at least acquaintances, and just share with your own opinions in the comment section down below what you think about my line of my behavior here, about my line of learning English here, and that will be suffice to me. And let's say we have some common ground and some preparatory ground around our English learning point. I'll be keeping this channel just very clear, understood in all ways, and that's my point of my entire approach, how I approach life, and my learning English learning standpoint in particular. And that's my just shtick, and that's my even quirk of my personality. And please bear with it or leave it. I'm not begging you to be here. I'm not holding you in this place, right? And if you're following my current video, maybe you are just understanding pretty deeply what's happening here and within my live track right now, within the phrase of my own live track here, and moreover, as other things that might be related to my English learning points also here on my channel now. And that's been kind of my recap of today, and I try to be as fluent as I can and to try to keep things nice and simple, and that's kind of been a long and short of it, not only of today but also of my recent time that I spent learning English. And take care, and that's about it for today, and just be good, and whatever you would call it, whatever you would name things to be about your own life tracks, you will be definitely in that destination that you want to be. And that's it for tonight, and take care, and be just good and have a nice one. See y'all, bye.